They traumatized a 9-month-old baby on purpose. Let's talk about it. In 1920, at Johns Hopkins University, a psychologist named John B. Watson, along with his graduate student/lover, Rosalie Rayner, ran one of the most disturbing experiments in human history. It's called the Little Albert experiment. And that's not internet slang. That's what the textbooks actually call it. You see, Watson believed the human mind wasn't emotional or complex. He believed it was blank, and that behavior could be installed the same way software is. So he chose a subject who couldn't fight back, a 9-month-old baby known only as Little Albert. No consent, no ethics board, no safety net. At first, they showed Albert harmless things like a white rat, a rabbit, a dog, a monkey. Albert would smile and reach for them. Zero fear. Then Watson flipped the switch. And every time Albert touched the rat, Watson would strike a steel bar with a hammer directly behind the baby's head. Bang! The baby screamed, cried, panicked. They repeated it again and again and again. Within days, Albert didn't just fear the rat. He would freeze at the sight of rabbits, dogs, fur coats, even a Santa mask. Basically anything white and fuzzy. The fear generalized, and that was actually the goal. You see, Watson proved fear could be learned, expanded, and controlled. And then they just stopped. No reversal, no comfort, no therapy. They just walked away. Albert's mom came to pick him up, and Albert was never deconditioned, even though Watson said he would be. The study was still published, praised, and taught for decades. But here's where things get worse. You see, Watson left academia after he was accused of sleeping with his graduate student, and he went into advertising. And suddenly, psychology wasn't about helping people anymore. It was about shaping their behaviors, selling fear, selling insecurity, creating emotional reactions on command. Sound familiar? Entire industries were built on this principle. Now, the final mystery. What happened to Little Albert? For decades, no one knew who he was. Some evidence suggests he was Douglas Marriott, a child who passed away young due to neurological issues. Others believe it was William Barger, a man who lived into adulthood, and his niece came forward and said he actually had an odd fear of small pets and animals. But here's the part that matters. No one ever checked up on him. No apology, no follow-ups, no accountability. Just an innocent baby used to prove a point. So when people say humans are easy to influence or fear controls behavior, understand this. We didn't just discover that. We tested it on a baby. There's nothing they won't do to better understand how to manipulate humans' thoughts and behaviors. And everywhere you look, you can see how fear is constantly used to shape us.